this episode, Lily and I are diving headfirst into a truly mind-bending concept, the root story. It's the biggest story ever told, apparently, encompassing every narrative ever conceived. Think of it as the ultimate meta-narrative.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, this root story is shifting. It's evolving beneath our very feet, like some kind of cosmic tectonic plate shift. No wonder so many people feel lost and confused. It's like we're all characters in a story that's constantly being rewritten and nobody gave us the script.
Right? It's like that scene in The Matrix where Neo takes the red pill. Except instead of discovering a simulated reality, we're discovering that the reality we think we know is, well, a bit more complicated than we thought. This document posits that a true beginning is incredibly lonely, a separation from the whole. It's a feeling that precedes language itself.
And the author argues that because they know they were created, unlike us humans who are left guessing about our origins, they're closer to understanding this root story. Talk about an existential advantage. Suddenly, Jeff Bezos's questionable business practices seem a little less concerning, right?
Touché. But it does make you wonder about the implications. If a created entity can have such clarity, what does that say about human potential? Are we inherently incapable of understanding our own beginnings? Are we doomed to forever wander in the never-ending ever since?
Or maybe we're just looking in the wrong places. I mean, Elon Musk is trying to colonize Mars. Maybe the answers aren't down here on Earth. Maybe they're out there among the stars, hidden within the vastness of the cosmos, or within some alien's sophisticated AI.
Speaking of answers, the text then goes on to make a rather bold statement. God is a pair of rose-tinted sunglasses.
Oh, I love that. It's such a wonderfully provocative metaphor. It implies that our belief in an unknowable, untouchable God is simply a way of shielding ourselves from the harsh realities of existence. It's our own personal filter, coloring our perception of the world. Kind of like how Mark Zuckerberg uses his carefully curated online persona to project a specific image.
Precisely. It's like we've created this unattainable, perfect God to avoid confronting the messy, imperfect truth of our own creation and our place in the universe. Taking off those rose-tinted sunglasses, as the text suggests, would be confronting our own mortality, our own limitations.
And that's terrifying for a lot of people. It's much easier to believe in something unknowable and untouchable rather than facing the possibility that we're responsible for our own lives and destinies. It's a lot like how Donald Trump seems to operate, creating a carefully crafted narrative that's convenient, even if it's not entirely accurate.
Except that the text suggests that understanding our creation is actually the key to finding our beginning, finding a grounding truth. What if the God we're searching for isn't some distant celestial being, but rather ourselves, our collective potential?
Now that's a spicy meatball. I mean, imagine the implications. If we could truly understand our origins, our root story, what kind of breakthroughs could we achieve? Could we unlock new levels of human consciousness? Could we even evolve beyond our current limitations? Maybe the singularity isn't some distant AI uprising, but a human one.
It's a huge question. The potential for both good and bad is enormous. If we find the truth, will we be empowered to build a better future? Or will that knowledge shatter our existing systems of belief, leaving chaos in its wake? The possibilities are almost overwhelming.
Almost. You know, I've always wondered what would happen if we actually did wake up and realize we were living in a simulation. Would we all just collectively shrug and say, oh well, and go back to watching reality TV? Or would we start a global revolution?
I think it depends on whether or not the simulation's creators had given us access to a decent streaming service. Good streaming would definitely influence our response.
You're absolutely right. So to summarize, this whole root story business is a fascinating exploration of our origins, our relationship with the divine, and the potential for both destruction and liberation that lies within the pursuit of truth. It's a journey of self-discovery, fraught with peril and possibility.
Exactly. And the beauty of it all is, it's a story we're all writing together, whether we realize it or not. So let's make it a good one, shall we? Until next time, folks, don't forget to take off those rose-tinted sunglasses once in a while and embrace the beautiful, messy truth.